Good day, sir. My name is Yusuf Alem Kamansi and I am the reporter of Routine Activity Theory. So, routine activity theory, assumption that a crime can be committed by anyone who has the opportunity. So, meaning, routine activity theory is based on the offender points of view. But since we are a rational thinker, we cannot do that crime anymore because they have this so-called free will, and we already know what is morally good and morally bad. In addition, it also states that the victims mainly by not placing themselves in situation where a crime can be committed against them. So, what what is the victims of? So, who are the victims here in routine activity theory? So, the victim is the offender itself because they cannot do a crime or a certain illegal act where that crime can be turned to them against or turned against them. So why place themselves in a situation where can jeopardize themselves or struggle themselves. So the conclusion of this routine activity theory or the victims are the victims are the one who can act a crime when there is an opportunity arise. And that will be all. I thank you.
The next jury is the broken windows jury. It is also called order maintaining policing, which focuses on aggressively pursuing misdemeanor crimes in an effort to reduce the number of the major crimes. So this jury propose a and pursue the misdemeanor crimes who has a light offense or minor crimes to reduce the number of the major crimes or the serious crimes. Police forces focus on areas which higher crime rates and issue tickets and arrest individuals for low-level infractions. So the police forces focus in areas where the frequently the crimes occurred to arrest individuals at low-level infractions. This theory suggests its application to maintaining social order and behavior at low level, while criminality and disorder at higher level. So, at the low level, the focus of this theory is to the social order, while at the higher level, the criminality and disorder. So, there are two types of disorder. The physical disorder, which the abandoned apartment or vehicles or streets, while the social disorder are those noisy neighbors or group of youths in the streets. This jury able to initiate within the realm of criminal justice policy to make change rather than relying on social policy. So this jury is to inflict the mind of the citizens appear to reduce the crime, especially those higher crime or the major crimes, in order to fall in a short of minor crimes.
Everyone, my name is Angeline Ogang Black D. Today, I'm the Group 3 reporters and I'm chosen report is all about rational choice theory. So rational choice theory states that individuals use rational choice and achieve outcomes that are aligned with their own personal objectives. The results are all associated with minimizing an individual interest. Using rational choice theory is effective to result in outcomes that provide people with the great interest and satisfaction given the limited option they have individual. Rational choice theory, people weigh their options and make the choice they will think serve them best. How individuals decide what will serve them best independent personal preference. For example, one individual may decide that abstaining from smoking is best from them because they want to protect themselves. So, I have three concepts of rational choice theory. These are rational, actors, self-interest, and individual hands. Rationality can be used as an option for the behaviors of individuals in a wide range of contexts outside of economics. It is also used in political science, sociology, and philosophy. So that's all. Thank you.
So, good decent day, everyone. I am Mira Isa August and I am reporter number 4 from the group 3. So, my topic is about situational crime prevention. This focuses on the setting where crime occurs rather than on those committing specific criminal act. The emphasis is on managerial and environmental change that reduce opportunities for crime to occur based on two related theories. It aims to increase risk and or minimize reward those making either the commission of a criminal act too difficult or the reward for committing the act too low risk being caught. It focused on the setting where crime is occurred. It also, crime prevention has long been on the radar of the law enforcement officer, but situational crime prevention brings a different approach. Situational crime prevention is based on the belief that crime can be deterred by making strategic changes to an environmental. It does this by focus on how crime happen and thereof how it can be prevented. The benefit of this situational crime prevention is you can imagine that it's better to prevent a crime than to react after an offense has been committed. But you or might not be able to put your finger on why. Now that you understand the theory behind the ICP or situational crime prevention, you're ready to see how it works in the real world. Here are example of what TCP looks like in action based on some of the 25 techniques law enforcement officer are trained to use. First, we have removal of target, parking a luxury car in a garage rather than on the street in an area where vehicle breaks in or auto thieves are a problem. Second, increase natural surveillance. When urban planning or including well lit street and housing design allow neighbors to see one another properties. Third, control tools and weapons. Restricting the purchase of guns or other weapons or not allowing juveniles to purchase spray pen. Fourth, increase formal surveillance. It also install alarm or security cameras in conspicuous places so offenders are aware of any surveillance mission. Last, we have alert consign. Roadside signs that flash your speed if you're driving too fast, or warning at the beginning of a movie that that allow neighbors to see one another properties. And that's all. Thank you.
Good day everyone. By the way, my name is Aiza Maybe Milmao and this is our continuation topic. It's all about crime prevention through environmental design, which is CPTED. So, crime prevention through environmental design postulate that crime and antisocial behavior can be deterred with the effective use and proper design of the physical environment. When CPTED strategies are implemented, it makes involvement in criminal behavior more difficult to complete by increasing the individual visibility, thereby increasing the chance of being caught. Using interview with 35 active juvenile street thugger from a large metropolitan area in Texas, this research explores with offenders are deterred from engaging in criminal activity due to the implementations of CPTED strategies. Results suggest that offender reported physical barriers, natural surveillance, access, and serves as deterrence during the target of selections processes. So, for many law enforcement agencies, trafficking is not a top priority. However, in many neighborhoods, trafficking is among the highest quality of life concern for community members or sites. According to Wilson and Killings, 1982 broken window theory, if trafficking is a continuously left unchecked, there is a risk that property value would decline, citizen safety would be at risk, and neighborhood would slowly decay. So, at preventing crime is a conflict matter, and the strategy of CPTED have shown in so, preventing crime is a conflict matter, and this strategy of CPTED have shown it can reduce the possibility of crime, such as an appointment robbery. Basquiat, Rodriguez, Costume Marty 2020 robbery. Castile and Prince Ash 2020 and residential burglary, Bali, Abdallah, Ignatius, and Tilaki 2016. Crime reduction can be accomplished with planning and modifications of the physical environmental by making criminal involvement difficult to conflict or by making the individual visible, thereby increasing the risk of being caught. So, the underlying goal of CPTED is to deter crime, which the same goes for deterrence theory. The difference is that deterrence theory posits that crime is results the expected gains outweighing the rest of the perceived sanctions if couched. Whereas CPTED theory attempt to deter individuals in a more multidisciplinary approach that looks to make changes on behavior, social, political, biological, physiological, and the physical environmental. The connection is that CPTED seek to increase the visibility and the physiological risk of getting caught, thereby reducing the decision to commit crime. So, creating protection community environment where young people live and play is necessary to help reduce young violence. Some environmental features are linked to violence and crime. These features can include the physical design of the space, the number of people in the space, and how the space is being cared of and used. So, crime prevention through environmental design is an approach that focuses on improving the design of the built environment to help reduce opportunities for the spread of violence and promote positive behavior. So, communities applied CPTED activities reported decrease in gun violence, young homicide, disorderly conduct, and violent crime. Communities also reported positive impact of resident stress, community pride, and physical health. Some example of these CPTED activities including repairing abandoned building and vacant lots, cleaning and maintaining neighborhood green spaces, and keep of neighborhood housing. So there are CPTED principles that school can be considered including natural surveillance. This refers to the placements of physical features that improve visibility. Example, the strategic use of window that lock out on the school entrance so students can see into the school and know the other can see them. So number 2, access management. This including prepare the general and keep of space. Example, removing graffiti and making repair the restroom, light fixtures, and straightways to maintain safety and comfort. So
Third.
So, graffiti. This involving creating a welcome environment. Example, motivational design. Display of student art and the use of school colors to create warmth and express pride. So, the number 5, order maintenance. This including address and reducing negative behavior. So, example, having an adult presence at all times while students move from the one location to another. So, third principle of CPTED but may benefits called by creating a warm and welcome environment, fostering a sense of physical and social order, creating a sense of ownership by student, sending positive message to student, maximize the presence of authority feature, minimizing opportunities for out-of-sight activities, managing access to all school areas. These are another crime prevention through environmental design, often installing lock, bars, and gate to little to decrease crime. In fact, mechanical security devices can make your home feel like a fortress and decrease the quality of life in our city. Crime prevention through environmental design, or CPTED, works by decreasing a criminal ability to commit crime. It also increases the chances that the legitimate resident may see and report the crime as it occurred. So, CPT goes beyond traditional security method by natural integrating security measures in a community. These are another CPTED, including the use of four overlapping strategies. Access control, the design of area by physical obstruct of guide access by people and vehicles. This strategy works by deterring access to potential targets of crime. If criminal behavior does occur, the access control makes the easy legitimate resident to notice and report the crime of police. Example, including the deadbolt alarm, window lock, fence, turnstiles, thumbs, and traffic design. You can use access control by using lock, mailbox to prevent mail thief. So number 2, territorial reinforcement. The design of the area clearly shown that someone owned the area. It suggests the criminal that a person is present who may see the criminal activity and report it to police. By enchanting territory reinforcing strategy, residents are clearly staring. For example, including landscaping, lighting, walkway, recurrence.
Good day, sir. We are from Group 5 and I am Johnny Chai Ponce.
And I am Dreamer Ricardo.
And we are tasked to report deterrence theory.
So first is, what is deterrence theory? It is suggested that criminal penalties do not just punish violators, but also discourage other people from committing similar offense.
Also known as general deterrence. And second one is plenty of people indicated that the need to deter criminal actions or after high-profile incident in which an offender is to have received a light sentence. An example of this was,
For example, if when a person commit a crime, the likelihood of being apprehended is high, and he or she will be swiftly punished and severely enough. These outcomes under teaching effect will deter the person from committing future crimes. and commencement of its associated punishment is postulated to reduce the deterrent effect of the sanction.
And second one is, if the candy bar theft, I will get caught, and if the punishment is light, so the criminal will likely to commit the crimes again and again, because as we all know, the deterrence theory is people don't commit crimes because they are afraid of getting caught. So if the criminal know that the sentence is just light, so they are likely to commit the crime again and again. And if the punishment is severe, so the criminal won't do the crime again and again. That's the core or the root history of deterrence theory. And deterrence theory refers to the scholarship or practice of how threats or limited force by one party can convince another party to refrain or initiating some other course of action. And that's all, sir. Thank you.
Good day, sir. I am Rosefea Pacuba.
And I'm Honorato Sibia Ponchoso III.
Our assigned topic is all about crime pattern theory. So, what is crime pattern theory?
Crime pattern theory claims that a crime involving an offender and a victim or target can only occur when activity spaces of both cross paths. Simply put, crime will occur if an area provides the opportunity for crime, and it exists within an offender's awareness spaces. The process of criminal target search suggests the strategies for crime reduction and describes potentials.
So, therefore, crime pattern theory provides analysts with an organized way to explore patterns of behavior. Criminal comes across new opportunities for crime every day. These opportunities arise as they go to and for personal needs using personal path.
For example, a victim could enter an offender's awareness space by way of a liquor store, parking lot, or a new shopping center being built.
If the shopping center is being built in an area where a crime occurs a couple miles away, chances are it will exist in some, if not all, offenders' awareness spaces. This theory aids law enforcement in figuring out why crime exists in a certain areas. It is also help predict where certain crime may occur. That's all.
Thank you.